Welcome back to the Gen Z Speaks podcast. I'm not going to do the intro introducing you. People should know who you are by now.
Yeah, I'm Matt Gutierrez.
Yes.
Probably the most fascinating person you ever met in your life. That's why you want to do a podcast with me.
If only that were true.
Smile
The
more,
question-
fucker.
The question for today's podcast. What is the best question you've ever been asked in your life?
When a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there, does it really make noise?
Say it one more time slowly.
When a tree
Uh-huh.
falls in the forest
Yes.
and nobody's there,
Nobody's there. Tree's falling.
does it really make noise?
Does it really make noise? Who asked you this question? It's a good question.
My Uncle Tony.
When?
I was maybe a senior in high school.
You remember? Oh, okay, good.
Because I was going into college, and he told me, he was like, take a philosophy class. He was like, I took this philosophy class, and I was asked that for the first time, and that completely opened my mind up. And so he prompted me to take philosophy, and I took like 3 courses because of him.
I hated philosophy classes in
You
college.
did, right?
They were the worst. Probably should not exist in school.
Yeah, right.
The most
They were, like, my
depressing,
favorite.
boring, uninteresting pieces of crap.
That explains your mind. That explains
Don't
your
ever
mind.
take a philosophy class. It's just ridiculous.
That is the dumbest advice I've ever heard.
That's
in my
probably
life.
the best advice I can give you.
That is the
As
worst
somebody
advice.
who majored in philosophy in college, my major was politics, philosophy,
You
and law.
did, yeah.
Let me tell you, you do not want to take philosophy.
No.
Take one good philosophy class and then stop it. Maybe it's because I took so many, I hate it. But maybe take
What
one good
philosophy
one.
classes did you take?
Everything, epistemology, metaphysics, you name it, man. Everything.
Really?
Yes.
Specifically, though?
Yes.
Metaphysics class.
Specifically metaphysics, specifically epistemology, specifically
Oh, that's
like
pretty cool.
Plato onwards. Yes, like I took these classes. It bored me to death.
Really?
I didn't take an ethics philosophy class. Maybe that would have
I
interested
took
me.
2 ethics classes.
Okay, I didn't take those.
Why?
I don't know. I took more philosophy of law.
Just because your major? It was like
Yeah, the major, whatever.
was
I mean,
prereqs or-
I could have taken ethical. I don't know. It never hit my mind. It's too busy taking film classes. So your Uncle Tony asked you this question.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
8 years.
8 years ago?
Yes, man. 8 years ago now.
7 years ago. 7 or
No.
8 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's insane.
What did you say? What was your answer to this question?
I didn't know what to say. I was like, of course. And he was like, but how would you know that?
Mm.
And I was like, because that's just what happens. He's like, yeah, but if nobody's ever been there to hear it, then did it really happen?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, I get the question he's posing. I think
What's he posing?
the question he's posing is, for example, and he even uses this example, right? We're in this room.
Yeah.
Who's to say when we walk out of this room, all 3 of us,
Mm-hmm.
that the stuff is still actually in here?
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that it's still actually in here? Like, realistically, we don't know. God can, when humans walk out of an area, things can just change. God can make it disappear
Sure.
and only visible when humans are present, right?
Mhm.
That can happen. So if nobody's in the forest and trees are falling down, chopping down,
Mm-hmm.
who's to say that there's actually noise?
Mm.
The question that's being posed is, we don't know reality as it is.
See, I got something else from this.
What did you get?
The lesson I got was...
Were you asked this in any philosophy classes? I
not-
think it's actually epistemology, but
I don't
Anyway.
think I remember.
Okay.
But what I got from this is, so he's saying a tree is falling in a forest, and nobody. Do you really hear it if nobody's there?
Yeah.
Well, I think of it like there's so many people that exist in the world. So many people die. But how
What the
many?
fuck?
No, like how many people actually have an impact? So many people die every day. Do you hear their names? No. You only hear the names of people that have left the most impact.
Well, you took this to a completely different.
Dude, that's how
view.
I looked at it. Because of the
Really?
forest,
But you took it as like a
so
metaphor.
many trees. Yeah, that's my interpretation.
It's definitely not a.
Yeah, this is why I hate
okay.
philosophy, because there's like 1,000 different ways to look at things.
Interpretations,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can take it that way if you want to.
Yeah, that's how I took it. It's a forest.
But that's not the question that's really being posed. The question, I forgot who asked this question, but the question like that's being posed is, we don't know reality as it is,
Mhm.
and so if we don't know reality as it is, does anything really make sense? That it's like it's honestly an intro to philosophy type question,
Yeah.
just to tell you like, hey, you really don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
We don't either.
This is
And my Uncle Tony told me this, and it's true. And I watched a movie yesterday called Heretic. What the hell was that,
What was
Russell?
that sound?
That was like
It's
a
okay.
damn rhinoceros, bro. God.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the movie Heretic?
No.
Dude, it just came out. It's a good movie. You should watch it.
Heretic?
Heretic.
It's a
It's
thriller?
A24 movie. Yeah, it's a thriller.
Okay.
Generally about religion. And in the movie, it's the same question. The more you study and the more you want to know, the less you know. Sorry. The more you seek out information, the more you learn, the less you actually know.
Was this movie pro-religion or anti-religion? What was the...
I'm not gonna tell you that because that's gonna tell you the movie. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the point of the movie is it's true. I mean, the movie, every philosopher says this too. The more you read, like basically the more informed you are, the less you actually know. Like if you read every religion, if you read every religious text, right, with a true open heart, right, you're not going to truly know which is the correct
How come?
religion.
Why?
Because there's like validity and there's some type of truth in every text.
Yeah, but then you should be able to decipher what sticks to you the most.
But that's subjective. My point is being completely objective in this objective reality. The more you know, the more you learn, the less you actually know.
I disagree with that.
But you disagree because it's subjective matter. I'm just
No,
saying,
not
like,
even on
objectively
religion.
speaking.
Not even on religion. Just other things. I
Okay.
think the more informed you are,
The more questions you have, the more informed you are, the more questions you have.
yeah, but that's good. That's a good thing. It's you would.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a
Yeah.
statement. Yeah.
But
Just
would
like the
you
more
rather
money
be
you
more
have-
informed or less informed?
I'd rather be more informed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, bro. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that's just
Saying it's a never-ending quest.
that is exactly it.
The more informed you are, the more questions you're gonna have.
The
It's
more
a
money you
never-ending
have,
journey. Yeah.
The more problems you have, right?
Yeah. It's a never-ending
Yeah, it's a
journey.
never-ending
You'll
journey.
always have questions.
You're always gonna. The more you want to know, the more questions you're going to.
Yeah. So you're always gonna have questions. You'll
If you
always
wanna
be
know,
curious. Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah, same thing with Nietzsche says that too. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with everybody.
I really don't like philosophers. Yeah, I don't like them, especially Descartes.
What?
Locked himself up in a room just to ponder the meaning of life. Forgot everything and restarted
For
from
like
scratch.
7 years, right, or something crazy.
I don't think it was that long, but it was a time period that he did that for. But
There was a
it
philosopher that went to, that went into a cave for 7 years.
7 years.
Yes.
Descartes locked himself up, not in a
Oh.
cave. I'm not sure.
Who was the
Who? Plato?
no
Socrates?
it was a story. Maybe it was a story Socrates was telling.
Yeah.
Went to
I know what
cave
you're
for
talking about.
seven-
Yeah. I'm not a fan of these guys, man. Because they're so cynical about life. When you look at these texts, they're just filled, like you said, with questions.
Yeah.
But I think they lack faith. In my opinion, a lot of
Oh
philosophers.
no, I disagree with you.
Really,
Completely.
I think they lack faith.
I think that's the common conception is that they lack faith.
Misconception, yeah.
No, that's a common conception
Of what philosophers?
of philosophers.
That they lack faith.
That they lack faith, that they're cynical people. But did you know that 80 to 90% of philosophers actually are religious?
80 to 90%.
80-90%.
Ancient philosophers or current philosophers? Because that's
Period. 80 to
Philosophers?
90% of philosophers have a religion or they believe in God.
really.
Yes. Not only
How did
that.
I not know this?
Yeah, and not only that, a lot of people believe Nietzsche was like the most cynical philosopher. Like everything he hates religion, hates God, hates this and that. But if you really read into the text,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of like a forewarning, like, hey, I'm actually happy I get to suffer because I get to also experience the happy moments in life. Right? That's what a lot of philosophers, like, that's their emphasis. Yeah, they're struggling. Yes, they are finding all these debilitating issues with life, and they don't know why this happens, and they don't know why that happens, and that's how we perceive it because we're not in the depth that they're in, right? We're on the surface level of what they're thinking and what they're learning. But if you're able to fall into the depth that they've learned, there's a reason they're doing it. And the reason they're doing it is because there's a sense of purpose to it. There's a sense of meaning to what they're doing. And innately, if there's a sense of purpose to what you're doing,
Yeah.
then you're going to be satisfied.
Wait, so where'd you get this from? 80-90% of philosophy.
One of my philosophy teachers told me this,
Really?
actually. Because I was talking to him actually about cynicism.
Mhm.
And he was like, I'm going to tell you the honest truth is that 80 to 90% believe in God and believed in a religion.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That changes my perspective on them a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm not saying that they're faith in one thing, right? They might be agnostic, but they believe in like a God. And they
Mm.
believe there's a purpose to all this.
They believe in a super being.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's like, to me, that was a mind fuck. Kind of like you're like, okay, that changed my perspective
Mm.
because these are the people. Their entire purpose of life is to question the existence of God, almost, right?
Yeah.
They're questioning, why are we here? There's literally, we don't know the purpose of us being here. We're just doing
Mhm.
it. And so imagine asking yourself these questions all the time. But 80 to 90% of them came to the realization, hey, it's either we're floating on a rock, which sucks, and there's nothing to do here, or there's a divine purpose, which is also like, why? But they've chose that answer instead. That there's a reason, there's a divine power telling us.
Would you say prophets are philosophers? Because I think they are.
I think they are.
But they're divine philosophers.
Yeah.
What they're saying, Let's see, like I think
I don't know. Yeah. I think they are philosophers.
because they're
Are they
they're
speaking God's word completely? I don't know.
yeah. If you're a prophet of God, then you are. You're
But
espousing
who's to say you're a prophet of God? I wasn't a-
God. God reveals to you.
Right, but how are we supposed to believe this?
That's the whole test. It's like
But there
God.
could be false prophets.
No, but yeah, there's so many false prophets. But like the true ones, they have signs. There's miracles that happen. There's signs that
And
happen.
who's to say that's not the devil?
Okay, come on.
No, I'm serious. The false prophets are here. Wouldn't the devil?
I'm not talking right now. I'm talking in the past
Mhm.
because there's no prophets now. Yeah, right. I mean, do you believe that there's a prophet right
No.
now? Yeah.
Not
So,
Joseph Smith.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's been prophets and they showed miracles and signs. Look at
Yeah.
Moses. You look at Jesus. If you look at other
Jesus
prophets.
wasn't a prophet.
Okay, well, that's my that's your opinion, and yeah. But there's been so many,
Yeah.
man, that they show miracles, they show signs.
Yeah.
That's the whole test. Regardless,
Right.
your uncle asked you this question 8 years ago,
Yeah.
and it stuck with you. Wow, you still remember that? That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, we're sitting at my non. I remember that. Yeah, that was good because that honestly, if I don't know if I would have taken a philosophy class. I was interested in like sociology at the time, psychology.
Yeah.
I actually didn't take a single psychology class, and I'm really interested in psych. I traded them all for philosophy courses.
What was the second question?
Second question, if if I wanted to go down to the Home Depot liquidation warehouse and basically start and visit it, yeah, that's probably the second question.
Best question. Who asked you that?
The
Your person.
the
yeah,
manager
yeah.
at Home Depot, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Interesting. The best question somebody asked me was recently, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
This guy asked me, "How bad do I want it for cricket?"
Who asked
He's
you
my
that?
coach.
Okay.
So my
your
bowling coach, he asked me, he's like, "How bad do you want it?"
Uh-huh.
And nobody has ever asked me that question.
Yeah.
He gave me like a series of questions, and like actually typed my responses and email it to him. One of the questions was, "How bad do you want it?" It was
He
amazing.
emailed you this?
No, he told me in person to email me. He gave me 3 questions to answer. This was one of them. How bad do you want it?
And what did you say? Read the email.
No, I'm not gonna read
Read the email.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Just read the
It's
email.
private, man. But that's the best question I've ever been asked. Honestly, how bad do you want it? Because I applied that to everything that I was doing. I was like, how bad do I
Yeah,
want this?
I agree.
How bad do I want that? How bad do I want that? Sometimes you need people in your life to ask you these tough questions. How bad do you want it?
I've asked you that.
No.
Fuck you for not remembering.
No, you haven't asked me that.
Not in those words.
How bad do you? It's so sick the way you asked me. I was like,
Fuck
damn, it's
you.
like-
I asked you something so similar.
You're a bum ass ass.
you.
Yeah,
Do I not hold as much weight as your bowling coach?
probably not. No, okay. No. He asked in a very cinematic way. I was very impressed.
Did he in a cinematic way?
No, I just felt like he was serious. He wasn't just joking around. He was just like, how bad do you want it? He was just like, he looked me dead in the eyes. He was like, how bad do you want it?
I know what you're thinking. You're like, this is a movie. This is my movie. I'm in a movie scene. This is the climax.
Life
right
is
here.
a movie, and a movie is a life. But yeah, man, I felt good when he asked me that question.
What else did he ask? What were the other 2 questions?
What were the other 2 questions? One of the questions was, do you have any questions for me? Type out
Okay.
all the questions I had. The other one, just short-term goals, long-term goals.
So that was the
etc.
only thought-provoking question then, huh?
How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, no, all of them are thought-provoking, but
Well,
this was the most cinematic.
Cinematic.
How bad do you want it, buddy?
Guy, bro.
This, yeah.
Bro, that's insane. I hope you make it, man.
Thank you, man.
Because
That's the best question.
anybody that thinks of life in this much cinema, they have to make it.
I hope so, man. I don't know.
Bro.
It's either I make it or I don't make it at all. There's no in between. It's either I become somebody or I become nobody. There's no in between. There's actually no in between. It's crazy.
It's either hyper success or delusion forever.
No, not even do it. Just like at a certain point in time, you're gonna have to stop. You know. So you're either be remembered as the guy who did it, or you'll remember me as like no, you won't be remembered at all. Actually, yeah.
Just forever delusion. Just
no, I don't think it'll be forever.
In your head, bro.
At a certain point in time, if nothing works out, I'll just become like a corporate. I don't know.
You think 40? There's an age in your head. What's that number?
I don't know.
I know there's a number.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't think so.
I know you. You've thought about this. I know you've thought about this.
I've thought about like years, but I can't arrive at a year. I can't. I really can't.
Okay,
stop doing all of my dreams.
Not all, but like you're
most.
Where
like
you start like okay, I
just accept like damn, I'm not him.
Or like I'm gonna cut down on this, or like I gotta stop this.
Yeah, no, I have barometers, but I don't know, man. Like, stop everything and just like be like
not
stable.
Everything. Okay, for example, like comedy, right? I'm sure there's an age where you're like, fuck, I'm gonna stop this, and then cricket.
Comedy.
This.
No, comedy is like
you're a forever thing.
Not a forever. If I'm like 45 and nowhere.
45.
Like 45 and like I have not been anywhere, then I think I'm gonna be
20
like,
years.
Yeah, 20 years for comedy. I think that's a good window. For acting, probably 40. If things aren't happening by 40,
you're gonna stop.
It's not. I'm not gonna. I mean, I might have to. Cricket is literally right here. It is these
the
next. Yeah. I mean, I would say like the next 3 years. Really, things have to fall like 27, 28. Things have to fall in place, and if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna stop.
This is stressful, brother.
I like it, man. Yeah, cricket is 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years for cricket.
Okay, so you have a 3 to 25 year.
Yeah, man.
And the podcast, bro?
The podcast,
honestly, you're like, we're stopping.
No, honestly, the podcast, 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
And then you'll be like...
No, after 10 years, I'm out. I'm telling
you. Really?
Yeah.
By 34, you're out?
35. I'll give it 35. 35 flat, I'm out.
No!
Yeah, no, I'm out. 35,
and I'll just be talking to the camera by myself?
You can't. It's either we make it in 11 years or it's over. 10 years, I think it's a good time for a podcast. Like, if you... Because think about all the podcasters, right?
We'll have over 1,000 episodes.
We'll have at least over 1,000 subscribers. Imagine we're still at 989. We lose.
Imagine having 1,000 episodes and 1,000 subs. One sub for every video.
We took the 1% rule, but we just kept it stable the entire time. We didn't understand linear growth. We were just a straight line.
Bro, that would be insane.
Actually, you know what's sad? Actually, I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it off camera. It's a sad statistic about the podcast.
Our podcast?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It gives me a little bit of fear. It's okay, we'll make it. 10 years, I think we can do it.
No, I think 10 years is fair.
By the way, this is like almost 9 months in, so 10 years probably. 10 more years.
10 more years.
11, yeah, so 35.
We're 10% in, that means.
What's
10%.
your number for the podcast? When would you stop doing it?
I don't think I want to stop.
At 35, we've been doing it for thousands of episodes.
No.
Buddy, there's something we're doing wrong.
I don't think I'd want to stop, though.
Gen Z speaks. There's nobody who would even care about Gen Z. Everybody would be talking
Honestly, I just don't think I'd want to stop.
Gen Alpha.
It gives us, excuse to come together and talk for a couple hours.
Yeah. Gen Alpha speaks. Our kids will make
Gen Beta by then, bro.
Gen Beta, yeah. No, 11 years.
They'll be 10 years old.
Gen Beta just started, yeah. No one's going to be talking. I think people are going to start talking about Generation Alpha in the next 5 years.
Yeah, maybe.
5 years.
Well, hopefully by then Gen Z will be a thing, and then we can create a subsidiary. Gen Alpha speaks.
Gen Alpha with who? Our kids?
Well, I don't know, bro. Who knows? We can create a subsidiary. Gen X speaks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Baby Boomers speak.
Yeah, they won't speak.
They won't be speaking. They'll be dead.
Yeah.
World War II vets speak. They're all dead. They're all dead.
Yeah,
already.
I think probably the next
World War II
15.
vets. Bro, they're all dead by now.
No, some of them are still alive.
You met one?
No, World War II vets are still alive though. Because look, 1939, right? That means they're 100 years old, or maybe over 100 now.
Yeah.
There's some still.
Yeah,
out
maybe
there.
one or two.
No, there's more. There's probably hundreds.
Hundreds?
I think so. Not thousands.
No,
Thousands?
they're 100 years old?
There's hundreds. I'm talking across the world.
How many people do you think there are over 100 years old, bro? Not that many.
Across the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hundreds people.
Yeah,
Hundreds. No, definitely hundreds. Maybe even thousands. Like 1,000 something.
100?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, bro.
Jimmy Carter just died at 100.
He was 100 years old. I don't know how U.S. presidents live that long. They live pretty damn
Pretty
long.
Because they're the U.S. president. They have resources beyond.
Yeah, but celebrities have resources too. They die fairly younger compared to the
'Cause
president.
they do drugs. Celebrities.
What makes you say
Presidents,
presidents don't do drugs?
They have. Well, I don't know. They might do drugs, but they have more to live for, I think, than celebrities.
Maybe I think presidents.
They have constant important issues to be dealing with. Celebrities have bullshit problems to deal with.
Once they're done with the presidency, it's pretty chill. They have a library. They're doing NGO events.
I think
they're getting
Obama
paid.
still does things.
Yeah, he gets paid millions of dollars to speak at events. Life is, I mean, doesn't get easier than that.
How much is he worth now? Over 100 mil?
Yeah, he just writes books. He spends time with his family.
That's insane.
His life is beautiful. Like,
All you have to do is become the president.
yeah, life after that is perfect. You will always be secure. You don't have to worry about your safety ever or your kids' safety. No, their kids don't get Secret Service.
They don't get Secret Service?
No, after you're president. I don't think so. Not in me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, RFK doesn't. Huh? Well, I guess
He's never president. Yeah. No, why would he get security?
Yeah, why would he get
His uncle died back in the 60s. What the second best question? You already. What was your second best question? Oh, the Home Depot. Do you have another one?
After that one?
Yeah.
I gotta think.
How about this? What's the best answer you've ever given to somebody? Like in a real conversation, things were serious. What was like a badass thing you said that you remember? You're like, wow, that was pretty cool.
Oh, just today.
What? What did you say?
It's like, yeah.
What did you say?
Okay, girls always ask for reassurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need reassurance. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need reassurance. Okay. Alexis asked me a question, and I told her an answer that she knew the answer to. And she was like, thank you for answering something I knew the answer to. I was like, reassurance, and I put the sparkly emoji.
That was it?
That was it. Period.
What was the answer?
Because she always, you get my point?
Yeah.
She always wants, girls always want guys to tell them something that they already know. Validation, like, you know I love you, right, Ibrahim?
Male validation.
I have to tell you I love you.
Yes, you have to tell me that every day before we start the podcast.
Well,
we both say I love you to each other.
You need reassurance.
That's why it takes so long.
You need reassurance.
I need the Mr. G validation in my life. Yes.
Right, Russell? Does your girl need reassurance? Does she say, I need reassurance?
We both do.
No, but does she say that word? Or have you ever told her that? I need reassurance?
No.
Has she ever told you that?
I don't think so. But
Oh, no? She's never said reassurance?
No.
Oh.
What's the best? I forgot to ask you. Put your mic on. You thought about it. Put it closer to your. Yeah. What's the best question you've ever been asked?
Best question I've ever been asked. Was when Matt G asked me to be a part of this podcast.
Oh, really? That's the best question you've ever been asked. Wow.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
Nice.
Last year.
No, ever in your life.
Ever, I haven't thought
That could be it. It's fine if that's.
Do you want to come to America?
I actually didn't choose to come. I just got
You got shipped.
picked up out here and dropped off. Some might say I surfed all the way here.
Surfed all the way here?
Yeah, that's it, man. My question.
All right.
So I said yes. That's why I'm here.
Oh, I have a great question that I've asked somebody.
What? Oh yeah.
You.
What's the best question
You.
you've asked
I've
me?
asked you, yeah.
What? Let me see if I remember.
Do you want to write?
Let me think of the
Do you want to
best
write
questions
deuces?
you've asked. Huh?
Do you want to write deuces?
Oh, you asked me that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Actually, I didn't say in that way. I said, "Fuck you! You wrote this tiny little shit script. Let's write an actual short film."
Nice. You did ask me that.
Yes.
I think back in November of 2022, which was 2.5 years ago, almost
That is insane, dude.
26 months ago. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you did ask me that in your room. I remember in your house. I think that's where it
No.
happened. No.
No.
You remember where you asked me this? You weirdo.
I don't remember where, but I remember you showing me the little tiny video thing. I think we're at Starbucks.
Oh, maybe Hollows or
Maybe
something.
Hollows or Starbucks. Yeah.
That's when Hollows opened up in November of 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
They're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're doing amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they have good
I
coffee.
thought they've been open for a while.
No, I think a couple of years only. Yeah, they have good coffee.
And they've
man.
always been popping.
I think in the last year they've grown a
It's
lot.
grown a lot.
Yeah,
Well, you know a lot more than me. You go
Yes.
there every day.
I
you
don't
go
go there
today?
every day. I don't go there every day.
Did you go today?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't go there every day. I go there like maybe 3 to 4 times a month,
A month?
like once a week. Yeah.
After Janice left?
Yeah, after Janice left, it doesn't feel the same.
Oh, dude. That's
Every time I go to Hollis, it reminds you of the perm head. So-
That's sad, bro.
No, it's not because of him, but yeah, I definitely would go more if he was there. I go like once or twice a week, max twice.
But you went every day, huh, when Janice was there?
No, not every day. It was like 3 times. I'm serious, it was not
Three
every
times
day.
a week?
Like 2 to 3 times,
Oh, okay.
or just a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yes.
Would you buy coffee every day?
No, absolutely not. Not every time, bro. How much money do they want? I'm already there.
How much money do
My
they
presence is enough, man. Can't have my
Use their
money too.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Do you buy? You don't buy it.
Was waiting for
You
that.
bought like once. You bought. Have you ever bought from Hollows? Yeah, once.
No.
That was when Lexus was there. You bought something once.
I
I've
did-
never.
Well, I bought 2 coffees that day, and then I bought other coffees
So
other
you
days.
can count.
Probably on one hand, I can count how many coffees
So 3
I bought from
times. It was
there.
3 times.
Maybe 3 or 4 times.
So that was the best question. That's the best question you've ever asked somebody.
Asked you.
Asked me. What's the best question I have asked you? Actually, I've asked you a lot of good questions
You
on the
never
podcast.
asked me a good question in my
On the
life.
podcast, a lot. There's so many great. You always say, "Great question, good question."
Yeah.
All the guests always say, "Good question, great question."
I know. Who was that guy that was saying that?
Everybody says that. What's the best question I've asked you? I don't think I've asked you any deep. I think so. I
You
have.
never asked me a deep question, actually.
I have. I've asked you so many deep questions. What are you talking about? I don't know. I can't think of any. I can't think
You've
of
asked
any.
me lots of deep questions about relationships.
What's the best question I've asked you? Wow, I don't have any that I on the
So
top of my
sad.
head.
So sad.
Deuces, palms.
Oh, I guess you the one that thought about palms.
Yeah. Oh, the best question I've asked you is what should the title be for the show?
Oh yeah,
And you were like,
that was on your
palms.
couch. Yeah, that was on.
It was
your
in my
couch.
house. I remember
Yeah.
where. It was like, yeah, exactly. It was my family were talking and you said palms. And I was like, what?
Yes,
Yeah.
and you were looking at your hand. You're like,
Yeah.
ALMS.
That's an inside joke. Yeah. That was beautiful. That was a good question I asked.
Yeah, that was
What
good.
made you say that? How did
Palms?
palms? Yeah.
I just had been thinking, and for some reason I didn't want to say palms, but it was just
Just came out?
no. I that's the one that kept coming back. I had other names, but that's the one that kept coming back into my head.
Palms.
Yeah, because I was thinking L.A. palm trees, and I'm like, palm trees, palms. That sounds badass. I was like, I don't know how deep it is, but I'm like, it doesn't need to be deep. And then we actually thought of a deeper meaning, so that I guess.
Okay. I think that's a good note to end the podcast on.
No, you didn't ask your second question.
Second question. Oh, my sister asked me this. She was making fun of me. She was like, my youngest sister. She was like, sometimes I think about the way your brain is wired. I was like, wow, thank you. She's like, it wasn't a compliment.
Thank you. You said thank
It was like it was because it's so delusional. I want to know like what goes inside that head. It was good. It was a good question. I think it's the second best question I've been
What
asked.
did she ask you?
That's the question she asked me.
Oh, I wonder
I want not exactly. See,
how
it
your
wasn't
brain
as
wired?
cinematic as the first one, huh? How bad do you want it? But it was kind of like I'm just yeah. There's a
Basically
genuine
asking you,
question.
How is
Yeah.
your brain wired?
Not Brit. She was just wondering. She wonders about that sometimes. What's wrong in there? What kind of neurons are not making the
Oh,
right
damn,
synaptic connections?
denial, bro. What-
Yeah, it was a
did you
good
tell her?
question. I would just, I don't remember what I said.
What did you tell her?
Huh?
What did you tell her?
No, it just came up. We were just talking. It just came up.
You didn't give her an answer?
I might have said something. I don't remember. I don't remember genuinely. It wasn't as cinematic as the first question.
Oh man, I know you remember.
I don't remember genuinely. I was washing dishes. I think I might have shrugged it off.
It was random?
No, it wasn't random. We were talking about things, and then I went to wash the dishes, and I came back down. This happened like very recently. Matter of fact, I think this happened yesterday.
Yesterday?
I don't remember what I said. Exactly what I said. I'm trying to remember what I said.
Okay.
What did I say? I said something like silly. I don't.
Did you laugh when she said that?
Yeah, obviously. What else would I just sit like that, offended?
What made her say that? She just asked it?
We were just talking about things, man.
Oh.
Things in life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. On that
Is
note.
it nice having siblings the same age? Around the same age as you?
Yeah, I think it's cool because we're all going through the same things.
Are you?
But my sister is younger, 4 years, so it's not quite the
no,
same age.
but my youngest sister is 23 years younger.
Okay, that's
Yes.
great.
Yes. My
23.
oldest sister's 12 years
23.
younger.
No, 22.
Miley's 23 years younger than me.
But she's turning 2, right?
She's in November. I'll already be
So you just
25.
oh, that's right. 23 years.
Yes.
Jeez, almost a generation and a half.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's cool to have siblings. I mean, it's not a yeah, it's cool. I've never thought about that actually.
You never thought about that?
That I have siblings my age. I guess I have.
Like, does it benefit you or does it detriment you?
Why does it have to be that way? Transaction? Is it a good thing for me?
Because I can't think of it any other way. I guess. My oldest sister's 12 years younger. My youngest sister's 20.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing for you? Is that a detriment or benefit?
I can think of why it's both benefit and detriment.
I can't really think of any detriments on my end. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's a good thing, I guess. It's cool, I think. It's cool.
It is.
It's cool. Because we just had a guest over from our family from the East Coast, and she was the only child. And she was like, I wish I had siblings after seeing us. she was like, yeah. Because
Really?
you don't know what you have until you don't have it, or
yeah.
you've never.
And vice versa. It's
Vice
always
versa,
like that,
exactly.
yeah.
Like there's been times where I wanted to be an only child.
The grass is never greener.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long ago did you want to be an only child? Last year?
No,
just kidding.
No. I was an only child. My sisters were in college.
What's that?
I was an only child last year in my house.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's right.
I guess it is better to have siblings, man. I guess because
Was it lonely
Huh?
last year when you were an only
No,
child?
I wasn't lonely.
I was an only child.
I wasn't. I wouldn't say it was lonely because they'd come over and stuff. But
But during the week, did you feel alone?
no, because
Like
Janice
nobody
was there.
loved you, nobody cared
Janice
about you?
was there.
Huh?
Janice was there. That was my.
Oh, yeah, true. Your cuddle buddy.
Yeah.
Hollow.
No, I don't think. Yeah, he was an only child too. He's actually an only child.
Yeah, he's legitimately only
Yeah. He's.
child. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't give off that vibe though.
Oh, only child vibe?
Yeah. If I were to. Huh?
Yes, he does.
Grew up with us.
No, I
Well-
don't think Janice does. But if I were to meet him, I would not be, obliged to say you're an only child because I can kind of tell.
What does an only child give off?
They're very. Oh man. Okay. Only child. This is.
Yeah.
They're very what's the word? They're kind of like those kids who don't share their toys type stuff.
Oh, like
They're
spoiled?
kinda like that.
Rats?
Huh? Not brats. Not brats. They're just very much about themselves. Only
Like
child.
narcissistic?
Not narcissist. I wouldn't go that
Egocentric?
far. Not egocentric. God damn. I would say like maybe more selfish. They don't realize it because they don't. It's like the parents always focus on them, so they don't
right.
know.
It's always about that.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that
Yeah,
vibe.
that's true.
See, Janice didn't grow up by himself though. Grew up with
You just grew up with a wrestle.
Did you spend a lot of time with him? You did, yeah.
both.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think Janice. I guess if you talk to him, you can see it. Not that he's selfish. I don't think he's a selfish guy at all. But
I can't tell. I don't think he's the only child. It's very hard. To
Really?
say. Very hard.
because there's some things he's just absent to, just maybe because he's an only child completely.
Like what? What is he absent to?
I don't know. It's different things like sharing. Not kidding.
No, that's the thing. Nobody. He's a very kind guy.
No, he's
for
a
an
very
only
kind guy.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, because I was an only child for like 12 years, so it's just like, I
Do you
kind of
remember those times?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you like it?
yeah. I used to tell my mom, dude. I used to tell my mom, no, I'm the only child. I'm the only child.
You didn't want to have siblings?
No, I don't have any siblings.
All right. See, you're the type of kid.
Yeah.
That
Maybe that's why God gave me siblings to humble me.
when I first met you, you were an only child, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. See, knew it. No.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
math-
you've met me through all 3 of my siblings' births.
Wow. Well, what was
Savannah, 2012.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I met you when your sister was just born.
Before. She's like, my mom was.
No, 2013 I met you. Your sister was born in 2012, right?
Oh, December 2012, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 months.
Oh,
I mean,
then-
that's
oh,
still
yeah,
fresh.
okay,
You're
yeah,
still like
still,
going
yeah.
through the journey. I'm still an only child. Still coming to terms.
I was like, covering my ears, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. That was a crazy time. Middle
Anything-
school was a crazy time, man.
Middle school. It was.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say? Any other questions that come up? Any good answers? People have asked me really good questions over the years. I'm just blanking on all
Yeah.
of them except for this one. Happened 2 weeks
How
ago.
often do you smile?
Oh, every day. I smile every day. But when I'm tired, bro, I don't. I'm just either I'm like amazingly in a great mood or I just look tired. There's just no. I mean, you know this. There's no in between, bro. Did I talk about this high levels of energy with you? I did. We already did on the last podcast,
What?
right? High levels of energy.
I don't know.
This TikTok. You forgot?
No, I don't think you did.
What? I
High
was just
levels of
telling you
energy?
about this.
Do you remember this?
People with high levels of energy tend to be more successful.
Oh, yes.
I told you that, yeah.
did tell me
I
that.
need to embody that more. I don't, because I don't have high levels of energy all the time.
Yeah.
Ty Lopez said that. I'm not a big fan of the guy, but
No, but it makes sense. High levels of energy. But actually, dude, there's a degree of everything, to be honest, bro. There's so many rich people that are just fucking depressed and lonely.
but they have high levels of energy around people,
Around
don't
people?
they? Yeah, don't they? Really?
No, dude, I've met people.
but
I've
not
met-
rich. I'm saying successful, because not all rich people
Okay,
are
well, what's your determinant? for
successful. Mean
success?
like
Yeah.
they're doing well. They're happy.
Doing well, meaning what though?
Like they're happy with what they're doing. They feel fulfilled.
Okay, happy people, yes, they have high energy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Absolutely.
Because somebody can be rich, just born
Yes.
into wealth.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're-
I
they're
agree.
depressed. Yeah,
If happy people are very energetic.
yeah. You have to be, I
Okay.
guess.
Fair.
Okay. Once again,
Okay.
a very interesting podcast.
Don't be depressed, bro.
I'm good. I'm not depressed.
I'm not depressed either. I
Are you
just didn't
sure?
want you to ask me that question before.
Are you depressed?
No?
Has anybody ever asked you that? Are you depressed?
Yes.
Really? No, seriously.
My dad's asked me that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
When I'm at home, if I'm watching a movie in the dark, he thinks I'm depressed, dude.
So he's asked you that multiple times.
Yeah.
Are you
Or if
depressed?
dude, my dad is a most odd guy, bro. If I'm like thinking, if I'm just thinking, or like if I'm in the garage working out, he'll be like, "Fuck, are you depressed?" He'll walk into the garage and I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I'm working out. What the hell do you want from me? You're coming and imposing on my time."
Yeah, my dad asked me that.
Are you depressed?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, are you sad?
I guess maybe because they see us in a different state because we're in our home.
Yeah, maybe.
See, dude, this is what you tell me if it's a similar thing, but when I'm at home, I feel like I'm in my, like, this is my comfort space, right?
Yeah.
So, like you guys have told me, I always have high energy when I'm outside. I'm always like, I try to be happy just because I want to be like that outside, right? But when you're home, you kind of decompress, right? Is that a normal thing?
Yeah, no, I agree. What are you like? I've never seen you in your element, I guess, through the lens of a camera in your house.
Well, yeah.
I haven't tapped into your
But when
house.
you're at home, you decompress, right? Like you're not always like this.
Yeah,
high,
no.
like, fucking
At home, I'm a
energy,
mess.
like energy bunny.
Sometimes I am though.
But how do your parents respond to that?
To which mood?
Huh?
To which
Well, because
when I'm
of
not high
you being
energy?
Moody. Well, no, because you're being moody at home or whatever.
being moody, having periods.
Yeah, exactly.
How do my parents respond? Yeah, if I don't have high levels of energy, they're like, "Are you sad? What's going on?"
No, but do they ask you like, okay, my dad said that he's like, dude, you gotta be happier and this and that, and I'm like,
Yeah, my dad says all the time. Yeah,
but do you think in your head, I'm like, this is just because I'm at home?
yeah,
Like I'm not
yeah,
like
yeah.
this. Do you tell them that?
Yeah,
And what do they say?
they keep saying the same thing.
My same thing, bro. This is a common thing then.
Yeah, it's a common thing.
Does that happen at your home? Like I'm sure at home, like you're in your zone or whatever, and you're comfortable, and you might want to decompress, and you're not like amped up or like confident or like happy or whatever. Like you're thinking, right? It's a normal thing.
But they ask you this.
Do your parents ask you, Quant?
Yeah.
Why are you sad or like what's going on?
Yeah.
And
Always quieter than outside. Yeah.
you are, but do you tell them outside?
No, I haven't told them.
You've never told them
I
that.
just said nothing's wrong.
So in their head then, because you haven't said anything, they think you're always this like down some guy.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. 'Cause they don't know
Wow.
what's outside.
What's that? Because they don't know how you are outside, and you've never told them.
No, they don't see it. They don't never
Yeah, how would they know?
That's the thing. Well, I tell my fucking parents this, and they'll be like, oh yeah, sure. Like it's like, bro, what? I'm telling you. Why would I want to act like this with other
So your
people?
dad actually thinks you're a depressed guy?
Yes, bro. What the hell?
That's actually
That's insane. I'm like the least depressed person. I'm always fucking hype, bro.
That's so funny. Oh my god, bro, that's hilarious. No, my dad doesn't think I'm actually. I don't know. Yesterday he did say something. Maybe my dad also thinks I'm just a depressed guy.
No, I don't think actually think I'm depressed, but he definitely thinks like I'm not this fucking ball of energy. I guess I don't know.
Okay. Well,
There we go, man.
It's a good note to end the podcast on. Interesting. Maybe we can have that as a kind of
What?
as a podcast topic.
Are you depressed?
No, not that question. But
Bro.
right thing was, how do you interact at home versus outside?
Bro, so I'm at home watching a movie with my Uncle Ricky. The lights are off. It's at nighttime. My dad walks in the house. He goes, sits down next to Ricky. Legitimately, he's like, dude, are you depressed? My dad thinks if it's dark or like you're wearing dark clothes, like you're sad or something. It's like, what?
Have you ever asked your dad the same question?
Yes.
Really? To
Yes.
piss him off or just?
Yeah, it's just to piss him off.
Oh, okay. So you didn't actually feel like he was.
No, I'm depressed. That's a crazy question. Are you depressed? I've asked him like what's going on or stuff like that, but are you depressed? What the heck?
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Have you asked your parents?
that they're depressed?
Are you depressed or like
No, I don't think.
never
so.
asked that? Just to
Are
mess
you
with them?
depressed?
Yeah.
Maybe to mess with
To
them.
mess
Sure.
with them, yeah.
Sure. Not genuinely. Are you depressed?
No, yeah. Same thing.
Maybe.
I'm sure you ask like what's
Maybe.
going on or like are you down or like that's like a normal question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I have. I don't know.
Are you depressed?
Are you depressed?
That's a crazy question to ask.
Have you ever asked that question to anybody else
Are you
outside your
depressed?
family? Are you depressed?
Yes.
Besides me.
Yeah, that's that. Are you
Really?
depressed?
Are you depressed?
Yeah.
Are you depressed? Interesting. See, we're ending the podcast on a question. Are you depressed?
I'm not.
Is
Are
that
you
the-
depressed?
No, I'm not.
Okay, bro.
I don't
that's
think
it.
so.
I don't think so. No, bro.
Wink, wink, no.
Do not be
It's
depressed.
my meds time. No, I'm kidding.
No,
It's a
bro.
joke.
Be
All right.
happy, man.
Of course, I'm happy. I'm grateful.
Life is beautiful.
Life is indeed beautiful. Thank you. Let's end the podcast.
found
Don't
you a
start
wife.
another tangent, bro.
Okay, I found
Stop.
you a wife.
Stop.